Amos Mokwena, the police captain and the trainer facing charges of rape and sexual assault, will know next week, I should say, whether he will be granted bail. He was arrested in early May after a police trainee filed rape charges against him. The complainant reported that Mokwena sexually assaulted the trainee inside his offices at the training base. A second woman has also now accused him of rape. Let's get a better understanding of exactly what's going on around this police officer. Ziniko Mhlaba tracking that story for us, and he's in studio right now. Ziniko, it's a disturbing story. A police officer, we shouldn't be talking about a police officer in this manner. What actually is the story here?
So it's not just a police officer only. We're talking about a captain who was close to retirement. I understand that in terms of his age, he's in his late 58, 59, thereabout. And that's one of the things that came out during that argument in court, because today we're dealing with the issue of whether she should get bail or not. And of course, during those arguments, that's when it was unraveled that this gentleman, obviously, remember that at the base, at the training camps of these police officers, police recruits, they also stay there in terms of their accommodation. So in one of the incidents, there's two trainees passed the captain without saluting him. And he took an issue with that and said that actually, according to the laws or according to protocol, when you pass a senior officer, you should salute. And then there was that matter, and then it was let go. And obviously, at some point, the trainee in question, together with her counterpart, were passing by the office of the captain. He called the lady in, and in that conversation, he made mention that I was not actually happy with what you did without passing me without saluting me. So there's a serious issue. You can get dismissed, you can lose your job, and you can be blacklisted and never work again. Those are the allegations in terms of the threats the captain made to that trainee. And obviously, the assault allegedly took place, inside his office, inside the properties of the South African Police Service, where this police captain is based or working in, where these women are staying in. So that was the first issue. A day later, the matter was reported, and obviously police acted swiftly, arrested the captain, and during that process now, between the court process and the investigations, allegedly a second trainee came forth and said, actually, the gentleman also sexually assaulted me. So this captain now is dealing with 2 cases of assault at the very same place. Yeah. And obviously, so the court today, the arguments were centered around whether he deserves to get bail or not. And the state is opposing that, saying that in terms of their own witnesses they've lined up, some of the witnesses are people who are known to the captain. Some of them are his friends in terms of police ranks and colleagues, people who are based there. Yes. So they're opposing bail. His defense team is saying that actually we understand all that you are saying, but there's nothing that has been put before the magistrate in terms of whether this gentleman is posing any risk and can interfere with the state's investigation. So that's where this matter is currently.
Ziniko, we're dealing with yet another case of alleged rape, but the reality here is that today the hearts of many South Africans very heavy on the back of Olorato Mongale's death at the hands of people who allegedly were on bail. It's a complicated story, it's a complicated one, but I suspect that South Africans may not pay too much attention as to whether the captain gets bail, because rape suspects, at least that's the push in this country, is to say these people should not get bail.
I mean, one of the conversations we had with the spokesperson of the South African Police Service on that Olorato matter specifically, she said the reason why they are linking the 3 suspects that are currently on the run with the rape of Olorato is because the very same suspects were arrested in Brakpan in April, and they were arrested for kidnapping and robbery, and they were arrested, but eventually, they were released on bail. However, their car or the vehicle they were using is the very same car which has been discovered by South African Police Service, you know, at a panel beating workshop in KwaZulu-Natal. So they are saying that the reason why they believe that these two cases are linked because it's the very same car they had kept in their compound for the first case, which was of robbery and kidnapping. So they are saying that, unfortunately, they do not understand as police how was that car released through a court order in terms of they are still investigate whether who applied for that court order to have that car released from their compound, and of course, what were the reasons. But we now know that the owner of that vehicle has been identified as the father of one of those two suspects who are currently on the run, and they are working with him, they're investigating, talking to him to really open up in terms of the nature of the relationship he as a father has with these three suspects that are currently on the run.
Ziniko Mhlaba, I've managed to get you to talk about two cases at once. Thank you very much for this explanation. Much appreciated.